Hey, my friend, this is Nestor, man, from the MakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com, and I just got out of the shower, and that's why I'm a little quieter right now using the microphone. But it's about 11:53. It's almost midnight, and I was taking a shower almost in the middle of the night when my family's asleep. And I love doing this because um, I love doing things whenever I want to do them. And one of my favorite things is taking showers in the middle of the night after I'm done everything, right. I like to go to sleep fresh and feeling fresh and smelling good, right. But the reason I wanted to give you this video right now is because I got inspired inside the shower because I was thinking about my progress through my mindset and how I've been able to get results in my business. And it all has to do with building your mindset. And I've always heard this saying, that you have to be working more on yourself than you do on your business. And I mean, I trusted these people, right? Jim Rome and everybody who would tell you these things, but I never took it too hard until I started to really implement these rules, right? These 8 core commitments we have, and 2 of the 8 core commitments are actually to read daily and listen to an audio every day. And so as I'm applying this, and I've been doing this for the past 2 years, I started to realize something, that all of a sudden what happens, and you'll experience this if you start to implement these 2 things, and especially other stuff. But what ended up happening is that I started to notice that when things went bad, they weren't as bad as before. I wouldn't get as angry as I got before, and tragic stuff wasn't as tragic anymore, and it was because of this, because of what was the little voices that are going on in your head. If you start to kind of pay attention, my voices at least has always been like, negative messages and words from my parents, from my teachers, media, right? So every time something went wrong, it was my parents talking, how my parents will be reacting towards that certain situation, right? If it was another thing, it was kind of like how my teachers would react to that certain situation, and it was really never me and how I wanted to react in that certain situation. And so as I started to read these books and stuff like that, now I have come to the point where I'm replacing. It's still not perfect, but I'm replacing these words that my parents and my teachers and people were talking to me in my head when things were happening, with the words from these books and these audios, right? And still not my own thoughts, but I'm starting to understand that we have to first replace the negative messages inside your head with positive ones, and then you can actually start to really think for yourself and really understand who you are. So something that you have to do is start to read, right? And here's another thing that really impacted me recently, that really got me thinking. And I was as I was shampooing my hair, right, and I was just thinking about it, with the nice warm water in the middle of the night. I started to think about my future and what I wanted to do, and that drifted me off to this interview from Mark. What's his name? The billionaire, not Mark Zuckerberg, but Mark Cuban. And he was in an interview, and the gentleman was interviewing and asked him, it's like, hey Mark, as you were building your fortune, how did you keep yourself motivated? And he mentioned this. He's like, I just kept, I was reading all the books and in mindset and listening to these audios. He said I was really big in mindset. And the only reason I wanted to mention that is because the epiphany that I got, the light bulb that I got, is that, I don't know if you experienced this before, but it's been my experience that when I see these ultra rich like Bill Gates and other people, I automatically assume that that's how they were always have been, right? That they've always been these smart, very genius kind of people. And when I heard that, he was saying that, a billionaire saying that, it struck me that it doesn't matter who you are and what level, if you're succeeding, it all depended on how much you worked on yourself. So all that talk that I was hearing about, about working on yourself more than you work on your business is true, because then I started to see how it's kind of like, wow, he was really into mindset. I mean, oh, it still is, but at least when he was starting off, he was really, really into mindset. And you hear the same message from everybody, right? Tony Robbins. I mean, big people who are super successful right now, saying the same thing, that as they were growing up, they passed through this. So here's the thing. There is hope with this, and it's a simple process. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be born rich. You don't have to have the right connections. All you need to do is make a simple decision to start working on yourself more than you do on anything else, right? Start reading the right books. Start listening to the right audios, right? Come to my blog, listen to my videos. I am always giving these, the advice, not from myself, but from what I'm learning. And it might be I'm learning something that you might not have learned yet, and then you can expand on it, right? That's something, a tip. But you know what? It's a great message. I'm excited. I wanted to pass this on to you, and so you can make it yours, right? And this is the way that you can build your home business, right? This is a way I started to see results in my home business. It wasn't until I really drilled into my mind these positive messages that I really started to see results, right? And if you want to know more about what I do, there's a button underneath this video where you can go ahead and learn more about what I'm doing, how you can join our team. Our team is winning. We're having masterminds. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about, because this video is gonna go super long if I start talking about these masterminds that we're having. But if you want to lock arms with a winning team, people we're learning from each other every single week, and we're learning how, like I'm bringing, I and all the other team members, we're bringing from 5 to 10 to even 18 people a month in our business, right? So we learn all this stuff. So if you want to learn more about that stuff and want to lock arms with us, I invite you, just click on the link, learn more about that stuff, watch the video. But with that, my friend, thank you for being on this video. Go ahead and drop me a comment. I would love to be able to know your thoughts about how you're building your mindset and how books or audios that have changed your life. Or also drop me a comment about books. Maybe what books are you reading? What audios are you listening to? Because I'm always looking for more audios, more books to be able to read, to build my library, right? My library is a little small yet. Right now it's small. I'm building it up. So drop me a comment about what books you're reading. I would love to be able to grow my library like that. But with that, my friend, thank you so much for being on this video. This is Nestor Inome from the MakeMoneyFromHome.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, my friend.